with the 91st example, and here it is said that the car moves uniformly along a horizontal sine curve. So here the car is basically moving along a sine curve, and this sine curve is y is equal to a sine x by alpha. It means every time the radius of the circular path is changing. So here first of all we should know the formula for radius for any curvature. So if we have a function y is equal to f of x and we need to find radius at any position x, so the radius of this function would be 1 plus dy by dx the whole square whole raised to 3 by 2 divided by d2y by dx square. So okay, that is the formula for radius. Because here it is important to find the radius, because if this particular vehicle is going in the this particular vehicle is having velocity v at any position, it is going with velocity v, suppose. So we know that velocity while turning along a curved road must be less than or equal to under root mu r g. So here you can see it should be less than or equal to under root mu, where coefficient of friction, r the radius of curvature at any position that we don't know. Okay, we need to find the velocity, into g. So here we need to find the radius here, and to find the radius we have to use that formula. So as we know very well, y is equal to a sine x upon alpha. So therefore dy by dx would be equal to a, derivative of sine will be cos. So derivative of sine would be cos of x by alpha into coefficient of x, that is 1 by alpha. And again if I double differentiate this, d2y by dx square is equal to a. So derivative of cos would be minus sine x by alpha into 1 by alpha and coefficient of this 1 by alpha. So the double derivative comes out to be d2y by dx square is equal to minus a upon alpha square sine of x by alpha. So as dy by dx is known to us, d2y by dx square is known to us, I can substitute the value in the radius for a bit and then find the radius. So it will be 1 plus dy by dx the whole square. So it will be a square cos square x by alpha upon alpha square, this whole thing raised to 3 by 2 divided by double derivative. So it will be minus a upon alpha square sine x upon alpha. Okay, so this is how we can easily find the radius and substitute it in the velocity part. Okay, so on substituting these all values, now the minimum radius we need to find. So as we know, radius is 1 plus a square cos square x by alpha upon alpha square raised to 3 by 2 whole divided by, this is d2y by dx square, which is this thing. So d2y by dx square in magnitude, okay, this should be in mod. So that comes out to be a upon alpha square sine x upon alpha. So at what the radius would be minimum, because we want the velocity, at what velocity the car ride without sliding. So without sliding means we not with the minimum velocity, so the radius should be minimum. So for what value the radius would be minimum? So when sine is maximum, okay, so when sine x by alpha is maximum and cos x by alpha is minimum, then obviously we can say r is minimum. So the maximum value of sine x by alpha will be when x by alpha is 90 degree, and minimum value, so this both satisfy this equation. Okay, so both the things they satisfy that if x by alpha is 90 degree, then sine will be maximum and cos will be minimum. So that's why we will take for minimum radius x by alpha should be this. So this comes out to be 1 plus, so this term becomes 0 upon a upon alpha square. So radius comes out to be alpha square upon a. So the radius is this. So therefore now I can substitute the velocity should be less than or equal to under root mu r g and substitute here. So under root k into alpha square by a into g, and hence that's the formula for velocity, alpha under root kg by a. Thank you.